the 4-year silence is about to be shattered. Forget speculation, forget wish lists. Leaked internal documents are pointing to a massive, imminent reveal for Forza Horizon 6, and it's supposedly happening in just a few weeks at one of the world's biggest gaming stages. The long, agonizing wait for the next Horizon Festival might finally be over. To understand why this is such a huge deal, we need to look at the clock. For a decade, Playground Games operated like a well-oiled machine, delivering a new, groundbreaking Horizon Festival every 2 to 3 years. But after Forza Horizon 5 launched in 2021, that rhythm stopped. We're now deep into 2025, marking the longest gap between entries the series has ever seen. And this wasn't just any entry. Forza Horizon 5 wasn't just a success. It was a cultural phenomenon. It redefined what an open-world racing game could be, becoming a flagship title for Xbox Game Pass. Then, in a move that shook the industry, it launched on PlayStation, becoming the highest-selling game on the PS5 this year so far. The anticipation for a follow-up isn't just high, it's at a fever pitch. And that, right there, is why Microsoft needs to make the announcement for Part 6 an unforgettable event. So what are the concrete details? This tidal wave of hype originates from a new report by the highly reliable Windows Central. According to their sources, internal documents have begun circulating within Microsoft and Playground Games, outlining a specific plan. The full official reveal of Forza Horizon 6 is slated for the 2025 Tokyo Game Show. This isn't just a random event choice, it's a calculated, strategic move that pours gasoline on a fire that's been burning for years. For nearly a decade, the single most requested, most demanded, most dreamed of location for a Horizon game has been Japan. An earlier, less specific leak only suggested that Japanese cars would be a focus. But revealing the game at the Tokyo Game Show? That's not just a hint. It's practically a confirmation. It's the perfect storm of marketing synergy, revealing a game set in Japan at the country's premier gaming convention. If this report is accurate, we don't have long to wait. The Tokyo Game Show kicks off on September 25th. We are potentially just over 1 month away from seeing exactly what Playground Games has been building in secret for the last 4 years. Okay, let's pull over and break this down, because the implications here are massive, not just for the game, but for the entire Forza franchise and Xbox's broader strategy. The what is exciting, but the why is fascinating. First, let's dive deeper into the Japan setting. This isn't just about a change of scenery. Japan offers a topographical and cultural diversity that no previous Horizon location has been able to match. Imagine the gameplay possibilities. 1 minute you're engaging in high-stakes street races through the dense, vertical, neon-drenched cityscape of a fictionalized Tokyo or Osaka. The next, you're mastering the art of drifting on the treacherous, winding Toj mountain passes, immortalized by car culture legends like Initial D. We could see dynamic events centered around car meets at places like the Daikoku Futo parking area, or long-form highway battles inspired by the Wangan Midnight anime. This setting is the cradle of tuner culture. It could allow Playground Games to introduce the most in-depth visual and performance customization system the series has ever seen, truly letting players build their ultimate JDM icon from the ground up. The potential for a seasonal system is also staggering. Think vibrant cherry blossoms in spring, typhoon-swept coastlines in summer, rich autumn foliage on mountain roads, and heavy snow in the northern island of Hokkaido in winter. It would be the most dynamic and visually stunning map in racing game history. Now let's talk about that 4-year development gap. While the wait has been excruciating for fans, it could be the single best thing to happen to the franchise. Forza Horizon 5 was a cross-generational title fundamentally built to run on the 2013 Xbox One. Forza Horizon 6 will almost certainly be the first entry developed from the ground up exclusively for the Xbox Series XS, PC, and PlayStation 5. This is a monumental leap. Free from the shackles of last-gen hardware, the team can push the Forza Tech engine to its absolute limits. We're talking about a potential for a fully path-traced lighting system, making those neon Japanese nights look photorealistic. We could see a map that is not only significantly larger, but orders of magnitude more dense and detailed, with virtually zero loading times. Physics could see a major overhaul, perhaps finding a perfect sweet spot between Horizon's accessible arcade feel and motorsport simulation depth, especially for things like drift mechanics and tire models. This long development cycle isn't just about making a new map, it's about building a true, uncompromised, next-generation racing experience. And that brings us to the PlayStation factor. The fact that Forza Horizon 5 became the PS5's best-selling game of the year is a paradigm shift. Microsoft is no longer just competing in its own backyard. By bringing its crown jewel to the competition and succeeding wildly, it has established Forza as a multi-platform behemoth. Announcing the sequel at the Tokyo Game Show, a convention historically dominated by Japanese developers and PlayStation, is a power move. It's Microsoft planting its flag firmly and declaring that Forza is not just an Xbox franchise, but the undisputed king of the entire racing genre on any platform. Finally, we have to consider the state of the Forza brand as a whole. The source report intriguingly mentions that the Forza Motorsport series may be done. While this is a dramatic statement, the latest Motorsport reboot, despite its technical prowess, had a much more divisive reception from fans compared to Horizon's universal acclaim. If Microsoft is indeed pivoting to focus solely on the Horizon branch, it puts immense pressure on Forza Horizon 6 to be the definitive Forza experience. It would need to cater to everyone, the casual player who just wants to explore, and the hardcore racer who demands technical depth. This might mean we see dedicated circuit-based racetracks integrated into the open world, a more robust and competitive online racing structure, and an even deeper focus on cartooning and physics. But, and this is crucial, we have to keep our expectations in check. This is still a rumor. It's an extremely well-sourced, logical, and exciting rumor, but it's not official. Until Playground Games or Microsoft makes the announcement, we must treat it with a healthy dose of cautious optimism. The pieces, however, fit together almost too perfectly to ignore. The hype is absolutely real, and the potential is off the charts. But now I want to pass the controller to you. If the rumors are true and Forza Horizon 6 is officially set in Japan, what is the #1 thing you need to see in the game? Is it a specific road like the Irohazaka Pass? A specific car that's been missing? Or a new feature like deeper car customization? Let me know your ultimate dream scenario for a Japan-based Horizon down in the comments below. I read every single one. If you want to stay on top of this story as it develops and get more deep dive analysis on the biggest news in gaming, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.